Hello healers, and welcome to another video on beyondpowerandcontrol.com. I'm Sybil Cummin, licensed professional counselor and approved clinical supervisor in Arvada, Colorado. And this is the third video in a series of debunking the myths and misconceptions of domestic violence. So unfortunately, there are a lot of people that still misunderstand that domestic violence or intimate partner violence is solely about physical violence between a couple. And this is not true. And many of the other forms of coercive control or other forms of abuse can be as damaging or more damaging than the physical forms of abuse. And so I'm just going to go through some of the different forms of abuse so you get an idea of some of the other ways power and control is being gained and maintained by an abusive partner. So the first one is emotional or psychological abuse. So this includes any put downs, name calling, humiliating type behaviors, kind of the gaslighting and brainwashing behaviors that make a client not understand the reality or not trust themselves, not trust their intuition. It can also be, highly exaggerating things, really minimizing their behaviors. Really, the list goes on. There's a lot of things that can be considered emotional or psychological abuse. So the next most common one that people understand is physical abuse. So yes, that means hitting, pushing, punching, kicking, strangling, using weapons, but it also includes kind of threatening, posturing behavior, not allowing your partner to leave the room, not allowing your partner to leave a situation, blocking their exit, punching holes in the walls, throwing and breaking things. These are all elements of physical abuse. And just a reminder that strangulation and the use of weapons are the two highest risk factors for lethality. So if your client is bringing those up to you, then an immediate safety plan probably needs to be done. So the next form of violence that there is a lot of misconceptions about is sexual abuse within a couple. So there's a myth that if you are married or you are together with someone that you have to have sex with them, and that is not true. There still needs to be consent to have any sort of sexual relationship, and so rape is a part of domestic violence, as is using degrading remarks about their sexuality, about their body, threatening infidelity if they do not do what if one partner does not do what the other partner wants, sleeping with other people, and kind of sabotaging birth control or forcing one partner to get an abortion. So those are all different methods of sexual abuse in a relationship. So another form of abuse is financial and economic abuse. This is really, really tough and is one of the common factors that prevents one partner from leaving. So the abusive partner may take full control of all finances, be really controlling and strict about the money that their partner spends. They may need receipts. They may give them an allowance and have only specific things they're allowed to spend that money on. They may cut off access to credit cards or bank accounts if they are angry or trying to gain control. They may spend their money freely and not allow you to use any money for any personal needs, which sometimes includes therapy and sometimes includes medical care. And then on the flip side, what people don't understand is it can be the opposite way. So one partner, the abusive partner, can be fully economically dependent on the other partner and will use guilt to kind of maintain that, where their partner will just fully take care of all the financial needs. And then they may drain the bank accounts on whatever they would like to spend it on, or do things to ruin their partner's credit so that their partner really is stuck financially and they acquire a lot of debt that is really difficult for them to get out of. So those are some forms of financial or economic abuse. And the last one that is not well taught, not a lot known about, is spiritual or religious abuse. And so this can look many different ways. So one way it can look is that your partner, one partner does not allow the other partner to celebrate holidays. Maybe they talk poorly about the other religion. They don't allow religious books or artifacts in the home. They may break those artifacts. So those are really important to look at. Also, kind of using scripture to justify their actions. That, you know, the Bible states something and that it justifies the abusive behaviors. And also using religious authorities, priests, pastors, to kind of also justify their beliefs about abuse. So all of these are different forms of intimate partner violence. You can also go online. I will have one on beyondpowerandcontrol.com. You can also Google search the power and control wheel. And that goes through a little bit different types or forms of power and control dynamics that can be used, that they all sort of fit within these specific types of abuse. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and remember to look out for all of these different forms of power and control dynamics and tactics so that you can best help your client. Thank you.